The Earth's oceans are at record highs. Starting from late March, the average temperature of the world's sea surfaces has consistently exceeded the previous highest recorded temperature for each day. This phenomenon is causing ripple effects, as marine heat waves impact approximately 44% of the global ocean. Furthermore, this is starkly contrasting with the typical 10%. As Dylan Amaya, a physical scientist at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, reported, heat waves can substantially impact marine ecosystems, coastal populations, and economies. Furthermore, experts are concerned that this heat wave in oceans, particularly around Florida, will feed storms and coral bleaching and exacerbate record temperatures on land. Unexpected surge in South Florida ocean temperatures sparks urgent efforts to support imperiled inshore coral reef. Dr. Amaya described Florida as one patch in a terrible quilt right now. That is partly due to the onset of El Niño, a climate phenomenon generally resulting in warmer oceans worldwide. On top of the long-term warming brought on by greenhouse gas emissions, we now have El Niño. Heat waves injure countless species, particularly coral, but the impacts vary depending on location because animals evolve in different climates. When the water temperature rises, fish require more oxygen. Warmer water holds less oxygen, which is, of course, an issue. University of Miami ichthyology professor Martin Grossell has observed that large-scale fish kills are becoming more frequent as our climate changes. Coral reefs are critically significant because of how many species rely on them. More than 4,000 different species of fish rely on reefs at some point in their lifetimes, making up around 25% of all marine life, according to NOAA. Dr. Manzello noted that while bleaching has yet to be reported in Florida, it has started on the coasts of Belize, Mexico, El Salvador, Costa Rica, and Colombia. Coral reefs in Florida can be found from the mainland's St. Lucie Inlet to the southernmost tip of the Keys, around 350 miles. The next few weeks will determine the eventual outcome in Florida. Scientists suggest respite could come from storms, which stir up deeper, cooler water and lessen sunshine. During El Niño years, Atlantic storm activity typically decreases, but that trend might be interrupted this year. Coral researchers have severe concerns. It shouldn't be just them. I do lose sleep over it, said Andrew Baker, director of the Coral Reef Futures Lab and professor of marine biology at the University of Miami. But I don't want to write the eulogy just yet. Dr. Baker and other scientists are working quickly to find solutions to help coral adapt to rising temperatures, such as introducing new coral species to the Florida reefs or breeding existing corals with heat-resistant strains. In the end, though, it is up to humans to rein in climate change if corals and countless other species are to survive. You have to go to the root causes, Lizzie McLeod, director of Global Oceans at the Nature Conservancy, said. Reducing emissions, transitioning to clean energy, and cutting back on fossil fuel sector subsidies are all necessary. Beachgoers in Key West were taken aback by the ocean's warmth, likening it to a warm bath. Captain and eco-cheerleader Lindsay Wavra's mother reportedly lived there for 20 years and saw the coral reefs deteriorate. She'd come home crying, Ms. Wavra recalled. Do you think of any other ways we could reduce the ocean's temperatures? Let us know in the thoughts below.